And welcome back to Axion Token. So we've got day 4 on the auction. It's about to wrap up. It says 18 but really is 17, and so we have 7.4 million Axion in the pool. We've already got 4.6 million ready to go for day 5. We've already got 8 Ethereum in there, and which is really high, and the time's just about to count down, so it's going to flip over the next day. We can see that, watch that up here. So it was 917,000 Axion, plus if you hit the link below you would have got an extra 10%. So remember that for the coming auction. So every auction is going to be different every day, and of course then we have the weekly auction, which will be huge. So you can see the market price at the on Uniswap at the moment is 1.9, almost 2 million Axion per ETH. So that's about half, but of course if you get the bonus you'll get 10% more onto that. Now 80% of that 8 ETH was used to market buy onto Uniswap, lifting the price, which is pretty neat. You can see the days just switched over. So let's go down to the bottom here and have a look at that. So this one here will switch as well. It delays, so it catches you out a little bit if you're not watching. So we had 8 ETH and 80% of that went to market buy, which is fantastic. Once again, if you did get something out of the auction, it will show down in my bets. You have to basically withdraw it, and then it will set up a 14-day stake. You go to staking, and then it will be down the bottom underneath your stakes. So you can just scroll down the bottom, open deposits, and it will show up there. Now that happens a couple of hours after it's finished, and it's really based on when you went in the auction over the 24-hour period. So it'll be a couple of hours after that. That's my understanding at the moment. So don't be alarmed if it doesn't show up straight away. Just keep touching base on the site as you go. So we've already got, let's have a look here. So I'm going to refresh the page here and just see whether it's, it looks like it's ticked over already, which is nice. That was the final for the 17th, was 7.354009 Axion for 8 Ethereum. Well done. Nice, that's a really good demand for that. Obviously we've just started on the next day, the 18th, and we've got 4.7 million, which is less than that day. It's actually the lowest so far. So that will be highly competitive, and that's going to run for 24 hours. Now we've got the 19th up there, and then the 20th. Now you can see this is the big weekly one, and this is the big deal. And there's going to be a lot of marketing around this. This is huge, 13.3 billion already. Still time to go before that happens, of course, and that will likely get larger. A lot of that stuff is coming in from hex-free claims, things like that, where the whales come in. They might have 150, 250 million hex or something like that, and they only allowed to claim 10 million. So that's how that comes in, and then the difference is all put into the auction. So this is a real positive sign that a lot of big hex holders have free claim too, so pretty exciting. And if you've seen my previous video on the staking, it was pretty awesome. So this is the auction today. Once again, you can hit the referral link below and get a 10% bonus if you want to enter with ETH. Just put your ETH in here and then click send, and it will end up over here, and then it will show up under my bets when it closes. So pretty neat. And obviously you can go to stake and stake any Axion that you want. Now let's have a quick look at the price. Here's the price history at the moment. So it's pretty steady around that 2 million Axion per ETH at the moment. Obviously on the 20th we've got the big weekly auction with 13.3 billion so far of Axion in there. That's gonna attract thousands of Ethereum. It's some estimate somewhere 5 to 7,000 around about that mark, up, and it could be higher or lower. So that's pretty exciting. So we've had $1.3 million of liquidity, $1 million the last 24 hours, and there's quite a handsome liquidity pool. So 2.78 billion Axion on the supply, and 1,400 ETH on the ETH side. You can obviously see all the swaps, stuff like that down here. I'll leave the links below this video. Well, you can click on liquidity. You can see that liquidity is a bit higher, which is pretty neat, and the volumes have been pretty steady. Between 1.2, $1.5 million there. So pretty neat. I do prefer this view here, and you can see 2 million per ETH. So it's pretty neat. Let's have a quick look on Axion. Axion, you can see the price has touched that 0002 US dollars in terms of cents. So that's pretty neat. It's touched it twice now. It's bounced back off, and we're back up to 00024 of cents. So pretty neat. Let's have a quick look. I want to briefly touch on Hex, since the Hex free claim community has been onboarded with tons. So lots been happening with that. The AA lobby finished earlier today. It's the final AA lobby that will ever be. And the Origin wallet and perhaps a lot of other whales and players have been repositioning, but the Origin wallet in particular has been staking a lot, and it basically has, over the last 2.5 days or so, it has started staking short term mostly, 2-3 days just to claim the big payday. Interesting behavior. So Hex is at the end of its launch phase, Axion is at the beginning, and so you can see that it's jumped from 12.3% to 43.5%, reducing the big payday, but that looks like a strategic play to prevent dumping by people that were going to get 2-3x on their volume. And so the project moves in forward to focus on price inflation. So therefore, all the Hex has been minted except for the inflation, and going forward, looks like the OA wallet is setting it up to push the price mechanisms up higher. So that looks pretty bode well. And obviously big payday is on the 19th, meaning that a lot of people, Hexes, will get more money, and that should prove well for Axion. Very well indeed, as these people gain more money, some of them will redistribute it accordingly. Obviously, this is also forcing people to stake longer, so you're seeing a lot of that, and you can actually see that on the feed here with top events, and you can see that the average staking length went down from 4.6 years down to 1.32 over here, and obviously the value's gone up massively, and you can see all the stakes history that's going on at the moment in the day. So there's lots of big transactions going on, and the Origin wallet comes in every so often. Now this is running out, so after today's hourly, it will end, and so the big payday, you will not be able to stake for the big payday by tomorrow. So it's running out of time, and the big payday will be up soon enough on the 19th. So what's that done with the price? Price has been pretty volatile. We hit 1 cent again, and then it's bottomed down to half a cent, and then it's back up at near 007 price. So it's obviously shaking out a lot of weekends. But it's very interesting times. Now that bodes well, obviously, for the auction. So if you want to get back to Axion, very exciting times ahead, and I will be doing a lot about this big weekly auction, 13.3 billion. Get yourself ready for that. Also, you can get a 10% bonus with using the referral link below. Hopefully you enjoyed that. You can see the reference price has already started at 2.4 million Axion per ETH, and we'll see how that unfolds over the next 24 hours. I look forward to catching you on the next day, and enjoy. Subscribe, like, and share, and hit the bell for notifications for more, and I'll see you in the next one.